Hi everybody and welcome to this week's tip of the week. This tip of the week is with respect to service updates. This is something that we had many years now. We update every 3 months minimum our service configuration, and in Impact 17, the newest version, which most of you by now are aware of, we have made a lot of a few changes on how to deploy the server. So what I'm going to show you now is how to do the update on the server, and of course this is useful for both if you're an existing customer or a new customer. So let's move on. The first thing, of course, you check is you get a mail and then the service configuration update is happening. In this specific way, I'm going from this first beta version all the way up to the 008 version, right? So I will find this, and of course I can also go here on the filter, go to 17 server and get only this. This is something, of course, you do on your server computer. You do not do that on your personal, your client computers. You need to log into the server and update the service configuration. This is a lot of times there is a misconception that people go update the service configuration on the client computers. It doesn't really affect anything, and also it should not be installed on your client computers. We do that, and now we are up to date. So first change, when I write here service configuration tool and I right click, I can say run as administrator. If I try to open it like that, it will not open because I have to run it as an administrator. I will do that one more time, run as administrator, and hopefully this time the tool will open. Perfect. We are open here. And now I have already migrated my 16 database to the 17, so this is not what we are focusing on. What we are focusing on is how to deploy. So what I'm going to do is say test connection, take out the migration, and then the difference, of course, the interface between the 16 and the 17 is completely different. So I will say deploy here, and then try to say deploy up here. That's what we usually do, right? So we press deploy, and then you get this message. You cannot really deploy this time. Why? Because when you go here, you need also to enable the migration system, and that happens sometimes when we make database changes and add new features. You might need to enable the migration. However, every time you open and you close or you reinstall the service configuration, the migration key is missing. The migration key is something that we have given you, and this is something that you can find on your notes. But if you cannot find it in your notes, then you can actually come up here and just go into your database in the SSMS, right? You open your tables and then you go all the way down, just in case you have missed it or you don't remember it, right? So this happens to me all the time. So we come here and you find this database variable, select the top 1000 rows. And here you are. This is of course my private database, so you can do whatever you want. You can copy that key, it doesn't really matter, and say paste. And now I will do a deploy. And now I want to continue the migration process. You see there are only 14 steps that needs to be done. And the moment that this window is closed, then we have migrated the database and all the users can do the client configuration themselves. Perfect. Real time, live, back. Everything is great. New version. I have installed the latest. Then you can go and do the client applications, of course, update. Remember, when we do the update, the optimal way is to have all the users logged out of the system. So of course, nothing can gets affected. And I know this is a very, very technical issue, but I'm pretty sure it will help you in the future. I wish you all a great day and a nice week. See you all in the next tip of the week. Bye.